I'm Judit Polgar, and I won against some fantastic players and 11 world champions. From those games, I want to share some of them now. The first game, when I played against Magnus Carlsen in 2012 in Mexico, it was a rapid event. He was world number 1 already at the time. If you see the position, you see that it was a King's Indian. I was a big King's Indian player all my life. At the same time, unfortunately, in this King's Indian, I lost a pawn. So if you calculate how many pawns white has, one more than I do. But there was one thing I was really aiming to do in this position, to go f5, breaking up the position, looking for counter chances. After f5, now white can consider to take e takes f5, but this would be leading that I can go e4 and open up this beautiful diagonal, long diagonal for my bishop. So this is something definitely Magnus wanted to avoid, because this is the heart of a King's Indian player. Because if this bishop gets power, especially when the king is on the queen side, it can be extremely dangerous. So this was, I think, not even a consideration for Magnus. So he took g takes f5, keeping my lion bishop here in the cage on g7. So obviously I was ready for my queen to capture that pawn. Now I'm attacking the rook, which became undefended after the move bishop f1. So now Magnus was playing rook e1. So for the moment, I felt that I have to start being active, staying active and activate some of my pieces. So from g8 with my knight, I went knight f6. I'm attacking now the pawn on e4 because the knight and bishop attacking on e4. The knight is protecting only once there. So now Magnus played knight d5. So the knight was a little bit out on b6. So he wants to block my bishop. I went rook a8, attacking the queen and also controlling. If I don't have the pawn already, let's have a very powerful rook over there, right? And then Magnus played queen b4, attacking my pawn on d6. I was continuing to develop or more protect the d6. So Magnus wanted to stabilize the position and went f3, stabilizing the central pawn on e4. And incredible, but this move is a double question mark. And after this move, I realized that I have a move which is amazing because you see that we are having full board position. Only several pawns are off the board. And I went now for one move, queen h4, only one square forward. And basically, the problem is that not only I'm attacking here, but after rook c1, I can take on d5. And this was the game, basically. I started out with a bad move order, but we ended up takes, knight takes d5, and after that, I won material. So this was the game which I won against Magnus Carlsen. It was very memorable because we had a very tough match, and of course it was something shocking for Magnus that basically after f3, queen h4, the game was lost.